Alright, so next morning we are somewhere. We're on the AT, right before a parking area, kind of near a street. Just camped off to a little side thing here. We're running water. Anyways, it's kind of good that I did, because this parking area goes to town, and I need to get to town today. Because, for lack of a better term, I'm an idiot. My main idea was to push to Waynesboro. It would be straight 18-mile days. I should have been able to do it no problem, with the exception that I forgot to buy another gas can while I was in town, and I can't cook any of my lunches or dinners. Wonderful. So I'm gonna try to get into Glasgow this morning. Hitchhiking when you look like me it's a little difficult, so we'll see what happens. It's usually easier when you have a cute girl with you. But me, beard, thing, tattoos, big burly scary guy. I don't even know if I'd pick me up, so let's find out. Let's see what happens. We made it, and we have arrived at the James River Footbridge, and this is the longest footbridge apparently on the AT. So it is roughly, from what I read, 1,000 feet, and it crosses the river, so you don't have to go swimming. So over here, I believe, is a parking area for Glasgow. That's where I'm heading. Look at that, crazy. It just goes on forever. Beautiful, beautiful views even off the side of the bridge. Maybe not so much that way because of what appears to be a train track, which I heard them rolling through a lot last night where I was. But anyway, we'll press on, keep rolling. Alright, so we're here now in Glasgow, Virginia. Very, very small town. I was able to hitch in extremely easy because somebody I knew was in the parking lot. You may have seen one of my last videos. I referred to a gentleman named Londart who's been following his wife around to trailheads as she hikes the AT and he does some trail magic. Walked into the parking lot. There he was, waiting there. Hey, you need a ride? Yeah, I do, as a matter of fact. So we're in Glasgow now. Just got a few more supplies at the Dollar General. I ran out of fuel, which sucks, but it is what it is. Things happen out here, it is what it is. So we will be trying to hitchhike back to the trail shortly. So we're back out on the trail. The bridge right there that we left this morning, heading northbound. Unfortunately, it is 11, so I don't know about making 18 today, but we're gonna go as far as I can anyway. And yeah, getting the hitch back, not too much of a problem. Took 15 minutes maybe 10 cars passed me, and I got one. So, good to go. And we're off to the race. So we are about 3/4 of the way up a major climb today. It's like 2,200 feet, and it's just 90 and humid. There's no breeze on this side of the mountain, but beautiful view. Drenched again. It's just gross out. I left all my clothes out on a line last night. Tried to dry out, and I think they were more wet this morning somehow. I'm at a loss. So give you a little look into the view, and we'll keep on rolling. All right, we got a few steps further up the mountain, and we get another nice little view. So give you a little look. All right, so we're over the top part, well, one of the top parts. So we get up, went down a little, and now it levels off for a couple miles, and then we go directly up again for another like 500 feet, and I think we just come just shy of the 4,000 foot mark. But this is the terrain, and this kind of stuff's always worrisome due to ticks and stuff. I've been looking for a pair of pants like really, really lightweight, you know, with zip-offs, but have not been able to find them yet. But this is where you get ticks and stuff, so I stop and check almost every time I walk through something like this. So this little overgrowth here. Terrain itself isn't bad, but just talked to a southbound Sobo who said the hill was pretty gnarly, so not looking forward to it. Next water fill up is in about 6 miles, and I have about 1.5 liters, so moving. Oh man, so we made it finally after one more, not as terrible I guess, climb, but still gnarly little climb. We're on top of this bluff mountain, so I think we're just shy of 4K feet. I think it's somewhere around 3,700, but got that little view back there, and then this grand view over here. Give you a close-up. The little things here are apparently the remains of a fire tower that once stood here. Oh man, beautiful, beautiful up here. Feels cool. There's a nice breeze blowing through here, but there was none coming up, I assure you. I'm drenched. It literally feels like I went swimming, and like not a good swimming either. Like gross pond muck swim. So anyway, it's been tough. I have a full load of food and everything in my bag. I've been carrying 3 liters of water from the start, down to about 1 now, but my bag's been heavy, and it's been a challenging climb today too. So it's like 2,500 something feet of elevation at least. So, I've gone about 11 miles, I think. We're gonna keep pushing on. Got to get to the shelter, which is about a mile something. Supposedly there's water there, so. $800 miles down. What? That means we've done about 300 in Virginia alone. Woo! 200 more roughly in Virginia, 250 I think. I think Virginia ends at 1,050. So we're pushing on hard. My big goal is hopefully to be at the halfway point of the AT by the end of this month. So it's gonna take a lot. I've been doing averaging 18-mile days for the past 2 weeks. So yeah, we're gonna keep pushing. So we're on Reservoir Road, I guess. Gonna fill up some water and then find somewhere to camp because I'm done for the day. Hurting, so let's find a spot. So we made it a few miles, maybe 3, possibly 4. I think close to 3. But kicking myself that I didn't keep hiking yesterday, because in theory I could have camped right here. And look at that epic swimming hole right there, man. Oh, that would have been great. Hindsight's always 20/20. But anyway, pushing on. We should almost be at the shelter, so might refuel here with water. May wait till the shelter. Take a look at the map and figure out what's going on. All right, so we made it up a little climb. We're at the Long Mountain Wayside, and just cooling off a little bit. Nice breeze here. The AT came out to this road from over there, and then you jump back on right here. I guess this is the area it's the easiest to get to Buena Vista from. So skipping that because I got more than enough food to get me to Waynesboro. Should anyway. If I don't, there's some major issues. But we begin another huge climb. So already soaked. Not looking forward to it. It's so hot, so humid. Gotta do what you gotta do. So we've emerged onto the area right below Coal Mountain. I don't think we're on top of it, but nice little view off there. And yeah, nice little open meadow feel up here. You can see impending doom coming our way. Some thunderstorms. All right, and just a short walk later, we are right at what appears to be the summit of Coal Mountain. And yeah, just a nice little ball of grass area with a beautiful view off to the side. Pretty awesome. See some hawks back there. Crews in the area. I'll show you the view. So we're up on the ridge line, and for the past 45 minutes we've been able to see it this way a little bit. There's a lot of clouds rolling and a lot of thunder coming through, so my initial plan to get to the shelter, which is still 2.5 to 3 miles away, I think is not going to happen. I'm coming up to a tent site with a water source, so I think I may just try to pitch there. So hopefully get that all set before the rain starts to kick in, which it's supposed to. Alright, good morning folks. This is a little campsite I ended up at yesterday, and it's the third night in a row that absolutely nobody has been around, which has its ups, has its downs, but anyways, we camped here. It was great. Slept like a rock. Really nice area. Nice and calm. The thunderstorms that we heard did not turn into rain, which was surprising. But hey, whatever. I got in camp, got set up real quick, ate, went to bed. So made 18.8 miles yesterday. A little shy of what I wanted, but it is what it is. And yeah, we're gonna continue out. I don't know if like where the bubble exactly is of people, but the last 3 days on the trail, I've rarely seen people. Maybe 3 each day at most, and that's pretty crazy. Some people coming southbound, some people are doing a little flip-flopping, but definitely not seeing remotely as many people as I used to. I'm also not staying at the shelters, so I don't know. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. Anyway, we continue on today. Weather over the next week, including today, does not look very good. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so yeah, we'll see how the next couple days takes us. So we are standing currently on top of Spy Rock, 0.1 mile off trail, and then a nice little scramble up right off the AT, and you can see all around. You have a beautiful little 360 view over here. So we made it to the ledges of the priest. You can see, I think anyway, pretty gnarly little drop off, but beautiful views up here. Outstanding. So yeah, we'll give you a quick little 360, 180, whatever it is. So after that last recorded video up on Priest Mountain, whatever you want to call it, it downpoured. we're just in the remaining whatevers of it. Just took my rain jacket off, but made the trail nice and damp. Downpoured for maybe 20 minutes. Yeah, we saw it coming, and it's pretty much sunny again. Here's some thunder in the background, but hopefully nothing too crazy. So just putting my stuff away again. See what happens. Maybe we're getting wet again. Supposedly it wasn't supposed to rain for a while, 6 o'clock tonight, but the mountains lie. All right, so next morning we stayed here. The Harper's Creek shelter. I didn't record too much. After some point, I don't even know when I stopped, but we got some pretty ridiculous downpours. Were moderately expected, but weren't expected till later in the day, but they came, and they came hard. So I just put my camera in my bag. Didn't want to ruin it, and today might be the same. We have the end of a big climb, so we're halfway, or a third of the way up. A big climb, 4,000 foot climb, 3,000 something. We have about 2,500 feet left. So doing that, see how far we go. Everything is soaked, but should be in town hopefully tomorrow. So see how many miles we can get done today. Made it. We're on the summit of 3 ridges, the main peak, a 3,000 something foot climb with no view whatsoever, completely wooded. Wow. Made it to 3 Ridges Mountain Outlook. We're back on the Blue Ridge Parkway again. Nice little outlook. Weather's still pretty good right now. It's a nice little view, and somebody having a great little trail magic here. I don't know, there's a big old soda. So I'm gonna go sip that big old soda and continue on. Top of the cliffs of Virginia. Good morning. So we camped right at the top of this little mountain area. It's right before, I believe, the top of Humpback Mountain. There's a little space set aside for tents and stuff. So we just posted up here. Rained pretty heavily through the night, so it's supposed to start again this afternoon. So I'm going to try to make as much mileage possible down into Waynesboro as I can. I am 12 miles away from the parking area, which is easiest to get to Waynesboro. So I'm going to push on, hopefully beat out the rain, but not looking too probable. Hiked 4 hours at a 3 mile per hour pace, and up there, that sign, probably hard to make out, we've arrived at Rockfish Gap. So this is the entrance to Shenandoah, where we will be going in a few days. It's also supposedly the easiest spot to get into Waynesboro, which is like 3.5 miles away. So pumped. Be good to get out back into town, because I've been in the woods, I think, 8 days, with the exception of a brief stop in Glasgow just to grab a couple small things. So it'll be good for sure. Let's see what happens.